Hi everyone, so I'm doing this new series as a gift for all of my subscribers because Valentine's Day is coming up, and I know that a lot of people enjoyed my Rahu and Ketu series, the North Node series that I did a few years ago, because I don't always only make astrology videos. But I thought that this time I will make some fun videos on how we do relationships according to astrology. And if you are interested in a certain person and you know what sign they are, even if you don't, you have an idea of their birthday, you can find it out, which I'm going to show you how in this video as well. And then you can find out what kind of relationships they like, how are they in relationships, even though perhaps you haven't had like very in-depth interactions with them, you don't know how they are in relationships. Astrology can give you hints into that. And in today's video, I'm going to be describing mainly 4 things to you, which is their approach in relationships. What is their approach and values? What they like, what kind of relationships they are into, what kind of women, men, people they like, their ideal partner, what are they attracted to basically, what not to do with the person who has that sign, and also ideas about dating, about what kind of dates to organize, or if you're not the one organizing, what kind of dates might they like, or how they like to be romanced, what they like in partnership. So these are the 4 things that I'll be discussing with you today, and I hope that you enjoy this series. I hope that it's going to be fun for some of you out there. Right after this, by the way, there's going to be time slots below this video. So, there's in the beginning, I'm going to show you how to find these signs if you don't know, if you're a complete beginner. But if you know, the sun, moon, and rising sign, sun, moon, and rising or ascendant sign basically of the person, but most importantly, their Venus sign as well. So if you know these details, then you can skip to whichever sign you want to watch. Like, if you're looking for Aries, then you jump to that or whatever sign it is, then you just jump to that video basically. And you can watch the videos for all of these signs. So if you're interested in a person, watch the video for their sun sign, for their moon sign, for their rising or ascendant sign, as well as their Venus sign. And especially their Venus sign, make sure to watch that video. And even if you don't have a person in mind, you can watch it for yourself, so you discover more about how you do relationships. So go to your own chart and find out what your sun, moon, rising are, and especially where your Venus is, and watch the video for that sign or all of those signs. If you enjoy what you hear today, then I have all kinds of astrological services. I've even added new ones. I have 2 readings that I do that are perhaps one of the most popular services on my site that I've got the most orders for. Are my astrology services. They're related to relationships, about finding out how you do relationships, things and patterns that are hidden and subconscious, which come in the way of forming like these relationships that are balanced and that are going to fulfill us. They also reveal what kind of relationships we attract. So it goes very, very in depth looking at your chart, which is beyond even the birth chart, because there are other charts in astrology that reveal, a more in-depth insight. So I also do relationship matching, so that you can find out how you relate to your partner or someone you're interested in, what kind of dynamics there are, and suggestions on how you can work with those as well, and how you can empower yourself within them to improve the relationship. And then finally, I have life purpose readings, where you can find out about what your life purpose is, at a spiritual level, at a physical level. So again, it goes very in depth and beyond the birth chart. So you can find all of those details on my website. The links will be below this video. And now, if you want to find out what all of your signs are, or the signs for the person you're interested in, then I will take you through that in this short clip right now. And if you know what the signs are, then please just jump straight on to the right video within this playlist. Okay, so how do you find where your sun, moon, rising sign or ascendant, rising and ascendant is the same thing. So how do you find what those 3 are for you or the person you're you're inquiring about? And also, where is your Venus sign or their Venus sign, which is really important to find. So in order to find that, you go to astro.com. So just, go to your browser and type astro.com. Then you will arrive at this page, and here you will see My Astro. So this is the one that we want to click. And then after that, you'll get to a page like this. I already have some data mentioned here for people, for myself and other people that I know. So if you are a first-time user, you're going to need to add new astro data over here. So you add your name. You don't have to use your full name if you don't want to put out that information on the internet. Just use like I would use an S for my name, because my name is Shruti. You don't need to put the last name, and gender you can just put whatever. It's not really going to affect the results. Your birthday, of course, everybody knows what their birthday is, and then the hour. So when you put the hour, let's say you don't know the, you put a time and it's like 15 minutes off here and there, or even more than that, the sun sign is still going to come out accurate. And let's see what other signs are there. So the Venus sign will also be fine. So you can check for your sun and Venus sign if you don't know your birth time or the person's birth time. And to some degree, you can even check for the moon. The moon would be accurate unless it's changed into another sign on that day. So the moon changes signs every 2.5 days. And that would change if you have entered the wrong time and it was changing on that day. They change from one sign to another. But to some degree you can get the moon, but the ascendant sign or the rising sign, that will be completely off if you don't know your birth time. So put in an accurate birth time, the time that you have on your birth chart, in order to get proper results. Otherwise, just check for the sun sign and the Venus sign, and to some degree the moon sign you can also check and see if it resonates. So we put that here. We put it by the minute if we have that information. And then of course you put your country, and you put your country, and then after the country you put the place here. So for example, for me, if I put India and I put New Delhi, it should show up like this. It'll show me the coordinates, it'll pop up. Now if it doesn't do that, let's say you've come from a smaller town, then just go for the nearest one, the nearest big city close to you. And then after that you need to click on that, and then press continue, and it will generate the chart. So since I already have my information, I'll show you my chart. So this is mine because it's fed, I logged in, so my details are already here. So I'm just going to click on this, and it's going to show me. I go on the chart drawing of the ascendant once I sign in, and that's the one we want. So we just click on that, and it shows me my chart right over here. So here you can see in this table, it has all the signs. My sun is in Libra, my moon is in Aries, my Venus is in Scorpio, and the rising sign is over here, AC, ascendant. So you will find it below this table, ascendant, Cancer. So these are basically the signs that you want. Be sure that you also check for the Venus sign, not only the sun sign and the moon sign and the ascendant or the rising sign, but the Venus sign is going to be important for this video. So that's basically all you need. Once you have this information, just write it down on a piece of paper, and you can do this for whoever you're checking it for or yourself, and then just watch the video for all of those signs. Okay guys, so in this video I'm going to be speaking about Leos and how they are in love and romance, and how to love and romance your Leo, or how to attract them if that's what you're looking for. You can also watch this video if you yourself are a Leo, your sun, moon or rising sign is in Leo, or if your Venus is in Leo, then this is particularly how you do relationships. You might be a Leo sun, but let's say if your Venus is in something like Virgo, it's going to have a completely different influence on how you do relationships. It may not be Leo-like. So check where your Venus sign is, or if you're interested in a person, then check where their Venus sign is. So their Venus is in what sign. If that is Leo, then this is the video for you. You can also again check it if their sun, moon or rising sign is in Leo, then their personality generally will be like this. So they'll have some of these traits in relationships also. So when it comes to Leo, it's a fire sign. I think it's one of the more well-known signs. People know about what Leo is, even if they're not particularly into astrology. Actually, it's interesting because the color red is associated with Leo. It's a bold sign. It's ruled by the sun. So everything that you imagine the sun to be, they are like this. If a person has their Venus in Leo, then that means that they like people like this, everything that I'm describing. So the romantic partner that they like and the values that they have in relationships, this is what they want to experience. So they'll be attracted to partners that are Leo-like. They don't have to have Leo in their chart, but they'll have these qualities somehow that are more about being extroverted, you know, they're not afraid of being seen, for example, or they are creative and very generous with their energy. So the sign of Leo, like I said, it's ruled by the sun. So imagine what the sun is like. The sun has this power, it has this energy that is there. This light that is there, and it's not afraid to show it. So the sun comes up, it's consistent as well, it's loyal. So you know, when you wake up in the morning, the sun is there. Whether you wake up or not, the sun is there every morning, and it gives you, it's abundant, it gives you, it's very giving. But at the same time, what it receives is this reverence and respect from us, you know, like we honor, we worship the sun. So Leo people are like this. If a person has Venus in Leo, then these are the type of people that they'd like. If they have Leo as their own sign, then this is how they're going to be, and perhaps what they expect in relationships. Leo is also related to creativity, because again, what is creativity? It's the giving of your energy, the flow of your energy, the ability to shine. So whatever you were born as, the natural talents that you were born with, you know, you're able to put them out in the world, you're able to create with them. So it's people who have Venus in Leo, they like people who have these more extroverted qualities or are creative, you know, in some way. And people who live from the heart, they're very passionate. And they live from the heart as well, you know, whatever they are, whatever they really like, they want, they kind of go for it. It's also a sign of power as well. Leos are, the sun is associated with power. It has this immense energy that's there. So these are all the qualities that a Venus in Leo likes, but I have some notes here, so I'm going to read them and we'll see if I missed anything out. Leos, they love to shine. So if a person has Venus in Leo, then these are the type of partners that they would like. They like people who are extroverted, who are center stage, who are creative. They are kind of have these qualities of being a little bit more royal, let's say, and nobility, boldness. All of these qualities will appeal to them. Someone who is not afraid to shine, someone who likes to be the initiator as well. If, for example, let's say a man has Venus in Leo, like a straight man, and you know, the kind of woman that he would attract would be someone who is more bold, may sometimes even be someone who is someone who's quite assertive, who shows their interest first. Not always, but you know, she's going to be someone who is not afraid to show her affection, let's just say, and has this more masculine quality to her sometimes. And someone who, if a person has Venus in Leo, then the way that they show their affection, you know, they can be quite affectionate as well, and they're going to be bold. They're going to be straightforward for the most part, but they're a little bit slow to act. So in the beginning, because it's a fixed sign, they take time and they get fixated on one thing and they like to keep it. They like to stay with the same relationship. It's a very loyal sign. But in the beginning, it takes time. So it takes time for them to see that this is something that I should commit to. So if you're interested in a Leo, and you know, they sometimes you feel that they're interested in you, but at other times you're not sure. Like they're flirting with you, they're showing affection, and Leo is a very flirty sign as well. But at the same time, you don't know if they want to be committed. It may be, initially it may be the reason for it may be that they're taking their time, because again, they take their time to decide, but once they do, it's you know, a long-term commitment. Usually it's a sign of loyalty. They're usually great at gifting. If a person has Venus in Leo, then this is what they expect and how they will love as well. Their gifting is a big thing. They love being generous, but it's not just with material things. They love being generous with their energy. They'll give you their energy, their time, anything that they're good at, you know. If they are, let's say, because Leos are talented as well, you know, usually there's this talent and ability that is there because they naturally are able to shine their light, but the light that they were born with, they naturally know how to put it out in the world. So if they're a creative Leo, then they might be making you laugh all the time with, you know, their acting skills, or making you laugh with their comedy or whatever it might be. So they're very generous with that, and in return they sort of expect admiration and loyalty, you know, which is a quality that they would love as well and they expect from a partner. Let's see what else. Some Leos are really into sports, so a person who has Venus in Leo may appreciate people who are active like that as well. It's sometimes it can be a bit more superficial. On a more superficial level, they might like people who are very good looking, you know, who other people, when they look at them, they'll go like, wow, you know, he's with this woman or with this man who's so powerful, or with this woman who's powerful or very beautiful, everyone looks at, you know, because it's the sign of being seen. So they might that might turn them on as well. A deeper side of Leo is that they want to pass on their legacy, because again, the king archetype is associated with Leo. So they want to pass on their legacy. And if you become part of their kingdom as a friend, or, you know, as a potential lover, they make you a part of their kingdom, because they're slow to include you in the beginning. But they will be happy to help you in any way. So like I said, they're very generous. So they'll do whatever they can, whether it's even sometimes giving money, you know, taking care of the other person, providing for them is a sign of providing. And you can expect, like, a Leo is a very loyal friend. So they do expect you to be there for them, to shower them with attention and compliments and stuff. But they are also very generous. If they include you as part of their kingdom, it's like a good king takes care of its subjects, you know, is there for them, gives them advice, gives them what they need physically. There's this sense of nobility about a good king as well. So they have all of these qualities. If they have their Venus in Leo, then this is how they do relationships, and the qualities that they value from the other person, but also how they show affection. Then let's see. Some of the things that you shouldn't do with a Leo, especially if a person has Venus in Leo, is the opposite of everything that I've said. Don't undermine their self-esteem, because you know, they do, it's a sign of shining your light and what you are. So if you undermine what they are and what they are shining out there, then this is something that really hurts a Leo. It's a sign of self-esteem. It's like the king, you know, the lion of the jungle has this pride about himself. And if you undermine that, then it takes away that respect and that pride, that reverence that everyone sees the king for. So don't do that. That is something that is going to hit them hard. Don't be ungrateful for the things that they do. Don't take it for granted. You know, again, shower them with praise and with attention. Don't do things to tamper their public reputation, because it's a sign of power, and they want to be seen as the king of the jungle, or good at what they do, powerful in what they do, you know, adept in what they do. So if you undermine that somehow, especially with their public reputation, because they want to be seen in a certain way, or if you go cheap in showing them a good time, let's say you are the one who's arranging the date, and you know, you go cheap on, because it's the sign of, it's a very generous sign. So if a person has Venus in Leo, they want the other, they don't like cheap people, basically. So be generous. You don't have to spend a lot of money necessarily. But I'll give you an example. I don't have Venus in Leo, but I have Venus in the house of Leo. So it gives some similar characteristics. So for example, for me, it's very important, you know, when I was in relationships, a few relationships, I had the same thing where the person was, for me, it wasn't that important how much money they spent, but it was important that they took out time and they paid attention to what it is that I like, and they put in some effort to make that happen, to, you know, gift me with that on my birthday, for example. And I didn't care if the rest of the year, let's say, you know, they weren't really doing that. But on my birthday, for example, it was important for me to receive a gift that didn't need to be expensive, but it needed to be well thought out, you know, that I can see that you've put in some sort of effort. Either you've put in your time, your effort, your money, that there's something that's there. It's not just something that you bought, or, you know, and especially if you didn't buy anything at all. So this is something that's going to be important to a Leo usually, you know, they... because they are very generous usually, if they have Venus in Leo, at giving you gifts, at making sure that you feel taken care of. So it's not a bad idea, if you have someone who has Venus in Leo, or who is a Leo themselves, that you pay attention to that, to the gifts that you're buying them, or the time that you're showing them, that it's obvious that you have put in something, you know, whether it's your effort, your time, your money, whatever it is. So they appreciate that, and it can be a turn off when that's not the case. So let me see if I have anything else that I want to say. yeah, if you're taking them out on a date, then give them a fun experience. I have some notes here, so I'm reading those. So give them a fun experience, especially where you go to a place where you can be seen, which is a nice, either it's a nice fancy place. They might enjoy that as well, you know, things related to power and money. So they might enjoy an expensive place where they feel very royal, and they feel like, you know, you they have this that you appreciate their worth, and that you feel like they're worthy, and you have put in your time or money to take them to such a place. But if that's not the case, you don't have lots of money, that's fine. Take them to a place where they can be seen, you guys can be seen together, and you have a good time. Dress well, this is important to a Leo. Their public reputation is generally important, so put in those sort of efforts, whatever you can do. And even if it's only once in a while, do something special for them, make them feel special. You know, it's a passionate sign, Leo, so they love they will be very passionate with you if they have their Venus in Leo or any of their signs in Leo. So make the effort to show them that passion and to surprise them once in a while. It's a very flirtatious sign that loves going on dates and loves romance. It is the sign of that. So show them this good time, do something fun together, and keep giving them praise when you're in that stage of well, any stage, but you know, if you're trying to get them, you're going on dates, you show them, say thank you, be generous, like I said, give them praise. Let's see if you compliment them for some of their achievements, or even their family, because again, the family and their loved ones represent a part of their kingdom. So if you compliment for any of those things, then that also makes them feel special. It makes them feel like you're honoring their kingdom and what they have created in the world, or even if their creativity, if you are proud of that and you show them that, you know, you encourage them, this is something that a Leo loves as well. So I hope that some of these tips were helpful. Let me know if I missed anything out. Leave the comments below and let me know. I have my Venus in the house of Leo, so I hope that these tips were helpful to you. Please subscribe if you're new here. Give this video a thumbs up, as that helps me out a lot. I have all kinds of personal services. There's at least 3 astrology based services, so check them out below this video. And check out the other signs, because your person that you're interested in, or if this is you watching, you don't only have one sign. There's many different signs. So the sun, moon, rising, and the Venus sign, check out all of those videos to get a holistic perspective. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.